We're on the set here of Spectre Searchers, and we're about to investigate this haunted house.
But didn't someone debunk this place already?
Shut up, nobody wants to hear your opinion.
Oh.
Come on, let's go.
Alright. I don't think we should be in here, Zach.
Oh, quit your worrying. Oh. Are those bones? Yeah.
I think we should go.
Getting this?
Yeah.
Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez.
Jeez. Oh, jeez.
Oh,
I think we need to get out of here.
Come on, man. This is.
What the heck was that? Oh, good.
Oh. Hey, guys. Sorry, you caught me in the middle of a meal. Anyway, hello and welcome to Chikyu Seijin ProtoMet, or Earth Alien ProtoMet. And in today's episode, I'm going to be talking about Kamen Rider Amazons. But before I get into talking about the plot, I want to provide a bit of backstory for my personal experience with the series. It was back in the spring, April, when the series was first announced. Now, at the time that it was announced, the film Kamen Rider Ichigo, which was focusing on the original Kamen Rider, was coming out to celebrate the 45th anniversary. So when Kamen Rider Amazons was announced, I kind of suspected it would be like a mini-series like the Kamen Rider Yongo or number 4 mini-series that came out during Drive's run and would be focusing on Amazon. But then the series actually came out, and it was way different. A full 13 episode first season, with the second one that's actually on its way, which is cool. And its own original story that's not actually connected to the original Amazon story. So, I liked Amazon. So I was excited to see this new entry in the Kamen Rider series based on probably one of my favorite Showa era riders. So, without further ado, let's get into the plot. 2 years ago, the Nozama Pharmaceutical Corporation suffered an accident, and 4,000 of their experimental test subjects escaped from their facility. These test subjects had been created using an experimental cell type called Amazon, which fed on protein, specifically human protein. In order to curb the voracious appetites of their test subjects, the corporation had fitted them with armlets that provided them with the much-needed sustenance that their cells needed in order to keep them from going feral. With all the test subjects escaped, it's been estimated that about 2 years' worth of the sustaining medication remains. And so the corporation is desperate to get rid of their failed test subjects before they can become too big of a threat, but can only track them once they've gone feral. At this point, some other third parties become involved, including the Nozama Peston Service, a group of individuals hired by Nozama Pharmaceuticals to hunt down and exterminate their Amazon test subjects that have become feral. But also, one of the former Nozama scientists, Jin Takayama, has been experimenting on himself with Amazon cells, and is using the power they've granted him to hunt down the test subjects as Kamen Rider Amazon Alpha. But then there's also Haruka Mizusawa, a slightly amnesiac individual taken in by one of Nozama Pharmaceuticals' head honchos, and essentially raised in captivity. But once he starts venturing out into the rest of the world, he realizes that there's something else inside him that calls out to him. And when he finally lets go and follows his wild instincts, he transforms into Kamen Rider Amazon Omega, who has the potential to be the most devastating of all Amazons. A number of other things occur. Haruka begins questioning whether or not it's right to actually be hunting down the Amazons, especially the ones that haven't gone feral. And Jean just becomes so utterly obsessed with eliminating the Amazons, and the Peston service is kind of caught in the middle, doing it for the sake of money. And as a result, this series has a lot of moral gray area. There really isn't any heroes in this series, and the show is quick to point that out. But it's also a really intriguing watch, and you're always kind of on the edge of your seat whenever the episodes end, because you know that there's more to it. It's very, very nice. Unlike more recent seasons of the Kamen Rider franchise in the modern era, which are quite a bit more kid-friendly, this series gives the franchise its fangs back and is far darker than what's shown on TV regularly, having brutality and questionable morals throughout. Visually, it's quite nicely done, with all the muted tones and not a whole lot of bright colors, giving the very aspect of the whole gray area that this series presents as far as morality. Now, while the series is very, very serious and takes itself just as serious, the series does have an occasional bit of humor splashed in here and there, used expertly well to provide a bit of levity for the series so that you can just have a bit of fun. But for the most part, it's very serious and takes itself quite seriously. And the creature designs for the Amazons are pretty goddamn well done, not gonna lie. They're quite intriguing, and just the brutal special effects that go into each kill is quite nicely done. I quite like it. Kamen Rider Amazons is a pretty good series. I can't recommend it enough. It's really well done. It's pretty short with only 13 episodes, but the final episode both feels conclusive and has enough wiggle room to allow for a second season to come out, which has been confirmed. So, honestly, I highly recommend checking out Kamen Rider Amazons. It's well worth your time. Well, it honestly has gone from being, I wonder if this will be any good, to being probably in my top 3 Kamen Rider seasons. Not gonna lie, it's really good. So, with that, this has been me, ProtoMet, for Chiku Seijin ProtoMet, signing out.